Hello Vidwano, welcome to Oliveboard. This is Mukesh, your reasoning faculty, and आप सभी का स्वागत करता हूँ Oliveboard के इस YouTube चैनल पर SSC एंड RRB एक्सप्रेस। आज हमें इस वीडियो के अंदर जो बात करनी है वो ये है कि रेलवे के एग्जाम्स स्टार्ट होने वाले हैं। एडमिट कार्ड ऑलरेडी आउट हो चुके हैं जिनके अभी स्टार्टिंग के डेज में एग्जाम है। स्पेशली बहुत दिनों से बच्चों की एक डिमांड आ रही थी कि सर क्या पढ़ें, अब कैसे करें। अभी तक तो तैयारी कर दी थी, अब क्या जरिया है आगे का। सो गाइस, मोस्ट ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स made request to me, sir, please tell what should be done by us in the last 1 week of the preparation. So in this video I will cover what should be your routine, what would should be the schedule of you people, what should be the schedule of the aspirants of the last 1 week for the railway exam. If you are not having the exam in the next upcoming 1 or 2 week, because the exam is going to be on for the around 10 to 12 weeks almost, the height in mind hai. So you can definitely follow the same schedule, and then definitely you can do the continuous study which you are doing already. So this is optional for you, but this is something highly recommended one for those guys whose exam is on the way, those whose exam is about to happen in upcoming sometime. So yes, this is strongly recommended that you should have, but if you are not having, then it's okay, you can follow or not. In this video I will talk about all the three subjects that are the part of your exams, to have a look on it and what should be the schedule of all these three subjects. I will not talk about only reasoning, I will talk about the quant as well and the reasoning as well. You can ask me, sir, how do you know about the quant and the GK subjects? Then I can tell you that yes guys, I have talked to the other subject experts for this. Now let's start the video guys. What should be your plan? So before starting the video, let me talk about this, that Oliveboard is coming up with one new course, that is the IBPS Clerk 2020 course for the Clerk Men's Cracker, and you will get 60% discount in this course with the coupon code my60. Okay, so you will get the 60% discount. And second course which Oliveboard brings to you is Crack IBACIO 2020. IBACIO 2020 is the another course, okay, which Oliveboard is offering to you, and again get 20 is the coupon code to get the 20% discount in the IBACIO 2020 cracker course. So now let me talk about the schedule for the last 1 week. What should be the schedule for the last 1 week? Before going to the all the specific subjects, now let me talk about the what should be the in general routine of a aspirant for the uh, last 1 week before the exam. So I strongly suggest you guys some 2 3 things. At least you should do the 7 to 8 hours of study, 8 hours of the study per day, at least now, okay, at least 7 to 8 hours of the study now, to make yourself exam ready. That is only the way to get you exam ready. And second important thing strongly recommend is I strongly recommend practice one mock daily, attempt one mock per day. One mock paper is going to give you the exact exam experience in which you will be able to get the somewhere the exam experience before the exam. And only attempting the mock paper is not going to solve your complete problem. Attempting a mock paper is as important as analyzing a mock paper. So you should analyze the mock paper as well. Okay, analyze mock paper, because after analyzing the mock papers you will be aware about that what are the weak points of you, which are the weak areas of you, and that is going to help you. And if you will know your weak areas, then definitely you can work upon, and you will be aware about the weak areas, then you can make sufficient practice or the things whatever you want. Okay, and the last important thing which I strongly recommend to students, I always recommend before any exam, that is important, which is the previous year papers. That is previous year papers. Okay, if you are going to solve previous year's papers, then definitely you will get the exact idea of the level of the exam, and that is going to help you in your practice and in your preparation as well. So previous year's papers are really important. I strongly recommend you guys, please get one previous year papers and please try to solve this. It's going to help you. Okay, now let me talk about some general things, and now let me talk about some specific things what you should do in the maths or quant, whatever you say. I will say some few things. Quant is bit lengthy for the railway exam. First of all, from the mock papers, list the weak topics, weak areas, or weak topics. In which topics you are feeling that you are weak, then you can work upon that. Okay, and then what should be? Sir, solve at least 50 to 100 questions of these topics. That's going to help you to give the boost the confidence. Okay, that is definitely important. ठीक है. Second important things, revise, remember, memorize. Okay, all formulas. Sometimes it happens specifically in quant, in exam students do not remember the formula itself, and that question particularly can be solved using that formula only. So please revise formula at least 6 to 7 times before exams, or I will say daily ones. Okay, so this is going to help you. Correct. And then what is the next? What is the next, and how you can ensure that you will get that will make you exam ready? Okay, so guys, I will strongly suggest solve previous year papers here as well. And honestly, railway is not going to do the much changes, so you can expect similar question in the exam. Okay, and if you are not good in the calculation, please solve some calculative stuffs as well to get you that speed which is needed to crack the exam. Because if you are not having speed, then it clearly means your attempt will be comparatively low with the other subjects, and that's not going to help you. Okay, now let me, this is for the quant section. Now let me talk about reasoning. Reasoning is going to be the really easy. Okay, reasoning is going to be really easy. So do not get too much worried about this subject. I strongly suggest you can rely on only two sources in the reasoning, and these two sources are, one is the mock papers and second is the previous year papers. These two are sufficient. And what all you need to pay attention in the reasoning section, and if you are aware, then one topic is the favorite of the railway, and that is the critical reasoning. You can expect at least 3 or max 5 questions in exam from this topic. And what all are the topic in the critical reasoning? That is the argument, especially for the railway, assumption, ठीक है, inference, ठीक है, argument, assumption, inference. Cause and effect and course of action generally railway do not ask, but course of action is again important, but argument and assumption, and third inference, and fourth conclusion. These are the really very important topics, guys. Honestly, believe me, these topics are going to change the complete cutoff of the paper. If even though 3-5 questions will be there, I can ensure that more than 80% students will not attempt this these topics or will not mark the correct answer. So I strongly suggest you to practice sufficient before the exam. Okay, now let me talk about the GK, that includes science and other parts. This is one of the most important topic, guys, because here the knowledge matters too much. How much books you have read, that's going to matter. So I strongly suggest revise, revise, or even though I should say read and revise. Read, revise, and remember. These things, three things apply here. Read maximum MCQs. Maximum MCQs. Revise at least 2 times. Okay, and you will remember these things if you will revise 2 times. Okay, if you not, then I will say +1 for the remember, that's +1 revise here. Then you will definitely remember what you need to know. Maximum MCQs, even though I will suggest you can read at least 500 plus MCQs per day. Easily this can be done, plus next day you can revise also. Okay, and I strongly suggest pay more and more attention, pay attention to science. Okay, pay attention to science, that is going to help you, that is going to give you the margin over the others. Attention towards the science, you can get the some books in the markets, those are specifically dedicated to physics MCQs or the chemistry MCQs or the biology MCQs. Okay, so I in the GS section or the GK sections, I strongly suggest read MCQs as much as can. And one most important things which I am missing here, that is the current affairs. Okay, so in the current affairs, guys, what you need to prepare at all, at least last 6 months, at least last 6 months. Okay, at least last 6 months. And again, first you should read the current affairs, then go for MCQ based on the current affairs. Okay, based on the current affairs. And there are some websites which provides monthly MCQs, so you can definitely go through. And I will say 3 times revision is again needed. Okay, if you want to be the master in this section, then 3 times revision is needed for this one as well. Okay, you must revise these things at least. Okay, so now let me give you the quickly revisions again of all the things. 7 to 8 hours study per day, attempt 1 mock per day, and analyze mock properly. And the most important area is previous year's papers, correct? And in the quant section, list the weak areas, solve at least 50 to 100 questions of those weak areas, weak topics, revise all formulas 6 7 times before the exam, so it should not be there that you are missing any formula. And for quant, strongly quant and the GK, previous year's papers are really very important. And reasoning, I will say mock papers and previous year's papers might be the Bible for you. And pay attention, special attentions towards the critical reasoning. As I told you, more than 80% students will mark these questions wrong. You should not be in those 80%. Okay, because you will see 3 to 5 questions of the critical reasoning in the exam, and all these are the very important topic of the critical reasoning. And if I talk about the GK or the general studies, then I always says read, revise, remember. What? MCQs. In the format of the MCQs, revise at least 2 times. If you are not yet confident, then revise one more times. You can easily read 500 MCQs per day and pay attention towards the especially science, that is going to be the play major role. And pay special attention towards the current affairs. There are some websites which release monthly current affairs in the MCQs formats and in other formats, so you can read the MCQs and from there only. 3 times revision is hardly really needed for the current affairs things. Okay, so this is here. Now let's have a look on the all the upcoming and the current courses of the Oliveboard. Oliveboard is offering you JNK Bank Associate course, JNK Bank PO Mains course, IB ACIO course, which I already told you, and IBPS Clerk Mains 2020 course, guys. Okay, if you really like the video, please like the video and do not forget to share the video. And if you are new to the channel, guys, please subscribe this channel so you will not miss all our upcoming videos. Okay, guys, thank you so much.